Hi students, the chapter Heredity we are starting today, and in this mainly we will be concerned about the important terms which are used in this chapter. The contents are these important terms which we will discuss today. So the first term is heredity itself. It means the transfer of parental characters to their progeny. As you can see over here, father and son. If you see their earlobes, you will find that the structure of the earlobe is similar. Similarly, we see that our characters resemble the parents' characters. So this phenomena is called heredity. Heredity is controlled by genes. Genes, which are the structural and functional unit of heredity. They are found in chromosomes, which are made up of DNA molecule, which is a double helical structure. And as you can see in this, there are certain areas in it. These areas which have got some functionality, these are known as genes. Actually, these genes, they control the formation of proteins and thus they decide our characteristics. Variations. We all have differences in our characteristics and this is known as variations. Even if you consider the offsprings of the same parents, you will find that all the offsprings are different. Now how these variations they arise? They arise during the meiotic division, and during the meiotic division there is a phenomena which takes place known as crossing over between the homologous chromosomes. This is responsible for variations specifically. Crossing over. Crossing over means the exchange of the genetic material between the homologous chromosomes. If you observe this homologous chromosome, you will find that after crossing over, the part of the chromosomes they are exchanged, and because of this, during the gamete formation, the gametes have different characteristics. Alleles are the alternate forms of a gene. Say for example, there is a gene meant for hair color. So this gene will be present in both the homologous chromosomes, and different forms of these genes, they are called alleles. DNA, it is a double helical shaped molecule. It is made up of sugar, phosphate and bases. There are many types of bases like cytosine, guanine, thymine, etc. And these bases, phosphates and sugars, they form DNA molecule. They constitute DNA molecule. Dominant allele. Dominant allele is that allele which masks the presence of recessive allele. Say for example, in a homologous pair of chromosomes, there are genes of height in this form, capital T and small t. Then capital T, which is the dominant one, that will show its presence, while the small t, which is meant for dwarfness, that will not show its presence. The individual will be tall. Recessive allele is that allele which is observed only in the absence of dominant allele. Like if this recessive characteristic is present in a homologous pair of chromosomes, one containing small t and the other one also containing small t, now in this case, the dwarfness characteristic will be observed. The individual will be dwarf in this case. Genotype tells us the genetic makeup of an individual. Say for example, an individual is tall but it has got these two genes, then this is the genetic makeup or this is the genotype of that individual. Although it appears tall, but it has got the gene of dwarfness also in it. Phenotype. Phenotype means the detectable characters. That means pea plant is tall. So this is the phenotype of that pea plant. While capital T and small t, that represents the genotype of pea plant. Homozygous. When identical alleles are present in both homologous chromosomes, this type of condition is called homozygous. It means that individual has inherited the same alleles for a particular gene from both the parents. This type of condition can be shown in this way or in this way. Capital X, small x, or capital T. This is also homozygous. Small t, this is also homozygous. Heterozygous. When two different alleles for a particular gene are present on both homologous chromosomes, this is known as heterozygous. It means the individual has inherited two different alleles from both the parents. One parent has maybe provided capital T, the other parent has given small t. So this type of condition is called heterozygous. In this diagram, homozygous and heterozygous are clear. This condition is called homozygous. This condition is also called homozygous, while this condition and this condition is heterozygous. Monohybrid cross. It is the cross between the parents that differ in alleles they possess for only one particular gene. The other characteristics are similar. For example, if we consider these two parents, we will find that one is having both dominant alleles, the other one is having both recessive alleles. Dihybrid cross. In this, the parents which are selected, they differ in two different genes. For example, here two different characters are considered. One is the shape of the seed of pea plant and the other one is the color of the seed. So only these two characteristics are different. It is considered for a genetic cross. Then this type of condition is called dihybrid cross. These are the different terms related to the chapter heredity.